Yo, what's up guys, it is Offensive Seahawks fan back with another video, and today is my official Week 2 predictions of the NFL 2023 season. Last week I did not do the greatest. I didn't count, but I don't think I got like more than 8 wins, which sucks, but Week 1 is always like super crazy and a lot of upsets happen because everyone's rusty from not playing football in like half a year, so let's hope to do better this week. We have a Monday doubleheader this week, which is nice. I think they always do that for week 2. Anyways, we're going to start with the Vikings and Eagles and the Vikings. I almost said that backwards. Eagles, they almost like choked their whole game away against the Patriots, and the Vikings did choke their game to the Buccaneers. But it's Kirk Cousins in prime time, so it's an instant Vikings loss. Eagles, hopefully it's like a redo of last year's Week 2 matchup with these two teams where the Eagles just dominated the Vikings. Moving on to the Packers and Falcons. Packers really surprised me, and I think that's going to continue. I like the Falcons, but I think it's going to be a really good game, but I think Jordan Love's arc, whatever you want to call it, is going to continue into Week 2. Moving on to a divisional matchup, we got the Colts and the Texans. I don't know if like Anthony Richardson's injury is like long term, but I'm gonna go with the Texans, honestly. I don't know if you would call this like an upset, but if it's an upset, I'm picking the upset. I think the Texans can do it. Believe in CJ Stroud, my boy. Not really my boy. Moving on to the Seahawks and Lions. Seattle blew it last week. They sucked for that whole game. Lions, they shocked the NFL world in Arrowhead, and I do think they're going to go 2-0. Seattle, I mean, their 2 offensive tackles are potentially out this week. Seattle signed 41-year-old Jason Peters, so I don't know how that's going to go. I think we might have Jamal and Witherspoon coming back, but after last week, who knows what Jared Goff's going to be able to do to us, what St. Brown, what Montgomery, what Gibbs, what Laporta is going to be able to do to us, what Aiden Hutchinson's going to do to us if Lucas is out. So, I have the Lions, unfortunately, taking down the Seahawks. Oh boy. Moving on to the Chargers and Titans. Both of these teams lost in Week 1. So one of them has to win this week, and I'm going to take the Chargers to win it. They just have much more talent than the Titans. I barely watched any of these two, so I don't really know what they did all that much, but I'm going to take the team that has the more talent, just the crappier coaching. Maybe Mike Vrabel can whip up a win or two. I don't know. Moving on to the Raiders and the Bills. Oh, man. Josh Allen legit played horrible on Monday. I'm still going to pick them. I'm not going to pick the Raiders until I see a reason that I should pick the Raiders. And picking the Raiders this week, I don't think anyone should really do. Who knows, though? People might. Moving on to the Chiefs and the Jaguars. I pondered this for a little bit, honestly thinking the Jags could upset the Chiefs. I really, really want to pick the Jags, but Kelsey might be back. I don't know. Chris Jones is back. But man, their receivers without Kelsey is terrible. Call me lame, I'm still going with the Chiefs. Mahomes. I don't really got anything for this one other than please Pacheco go off. Moving on to another division matchup, we got the Ravens and the Bengals. Bengals struggle early on in the season, seems like sometimes, but I'm gonna take the Ravens this week. I just got a feeling the Bengals aren't gonna be that good this year. Come back in like 5 weeks and they aren't losing a game at all. That'll probably happen, but I'm feeling like a Ravens win. Even on the road, I'm feeling a Ravens win over their arch nemesis Bengals. Moving on to the Bears and Buccaneers. My gosh, the Bears suck. I'm taking Baker Mayfield. Bears, they spent all that money, all that, just everything, and they look worse, to be honest. They look worse than last year. And Baker, I don't know how he did besides his touchdown to Evans, and I saw earlier that when he ran for that first down against the Vikings, he told Byron Murphy to put on some effing weight, man. Or whatever, something like that. I just love the cockiness that Mayfield has, and just, I don't know. Bucs are just better than the Bears. There. Moving on to another division matchup, we got the Niners and the Rams. The Rams killed Seattle on the road last week. They're at home against the Niners, which is gonna be a home game for the Niners, probably. I'm gonna pick the Niners. They have a more well-rounded team. Both of these teams blew out their opponent. But I see the Niners blowing out the Rams this week. So, yeah. Moving on to the Giants and Cardinals. Jesus, Giants, you guys are scrubs. I said the Cardinals wouldn't win a game this year, but I'm so close to picking them for some reason. But it's in a dome stadium. It's not going to be rainy, hopefully. I'm still going to go with the Giants. I don't really know why. It's a gut feeling. And I just don't believe the Cardinals are going to win the game for a while this year. Oh well. Anyways, moving on to the Jets and Cowboys. If Aaron Rodgers was playing, I would have chose the Jets, but Rodgers is out for the year with a complete torn Achilles in his right leg, I think. Absolute blow. I hate Aaron Rodgers, but you don't wish injury on people, even if you hate them. So, yeah. Cowboys just... I know it was the Giants, but god dang, man. 47 fantasy points for their defense. I will never live that down. Moving on to the Commanders and the Broncos. Commanders barely won. Broncos can't score over 20 points still. Russ, come on, let's ride, man. I need you, Russ. Even though I'm not starting you in any league, I have you in which is one. I need you. Show the Russ in Seattle that you could potentially still have left. You can do it. Alright, moving on to, I think, Sunday night. I don't know if I arranged these in the right way, but if this is Sunday night, Dolphins-Patriots. Dolphins. As long as Tyreek Hill is not being covered, the Dolphins are winning football games. And I made the decision to now start Tua in my flex instead of T. Higgins, who is on my bench now, and I'm looking to trade him. I know it's been 1 week, but Jesus Christ, man. Tua and Tyreek should go for like 40 plus points combined this week. Patriots, it's hard to beat New England in Foxborough. No matter who you are, no matter what. It's never a cakewalk to beat New England in Foxborough. So it's going to be a close division game, but the Dolphins will prevail. Moving on to the first of two Monday night games, we have the Saints and the Panthers. Panthers lost since one. I think, yeah, they won. I don't think the Panthers are going to really be that much this year. So I'm going to go with the Saints. Panthers, their team is just a bunch of guys who don't know anything about playing together. They're all new. And J.C. Horn is out for a while. My gosh, he is the Carson Wentz of cornerbacks when it comes to staying healthy. I think it's a ankle injury or a hamstring injury this time, which is just a blow because he's actually a pretty good corner when he plays. This was also another division matchup. I don't think I said that. And ending week number 2 on Monday night, we have another division game. The Browns and the Steelers. The Steelers got whopped all day by the Niners. And the Browns, they beat the highest paid player in NFL history for now. I'll take the Browns. I don't think, though, this will be the year that the Steelers finish under 500. They'll figure it out. They always do. But they're going to be off to an 0-2 start, I think. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you'll never miss an upload. I will see you in the next video. Go Hawks and voice crack.